Welcome students of Level 2 to the review of Chapter 3. We are going to start by reading on page 55. You can repeat after me. We are going to read a poem. The hope for better times to come is stronger than the will to end the pain at once. La esperanza de mejores tiempos por venir es más fuerte que la voluntad para acabar con el dolor enseguida. In quiet meditation I spend my free moments in bitterness end my thoughts. En mi mediación tranquila paso mis momentos libres en fin de la amargura mis pensamientos. Nothing remains but hope that better times must come, if only the will to live is strong. No queda nada más que esperanza, que vendrán tiempos mejores, si solo la voluntad de vivir es fuerte, suficiente. Now we're going to practice some grammar. You can follow along on page 66. Today we're going to look at simple past tense. To convert a word in simple past tense, you will take the verb and add ed to the ending. Or if the word ends in e, then you will just add a d. Pay close attention to the verbs that you are trying to convert because there are exceptions to this rule. Para convertir una palabra en pasado simple, tomarías el verbo que estás convirtiendo y pondrías las letras e y d al final de la palabra en inglés. O si la palabra termina en la letra e, nomás tomarías una d y lo pondrías después de la e. Pongan mucha atención a las palabras que están convirtiendo porque sí hay excepciones a esta regla. Un ejemplo, attend. Para convertir la palabra attend en pasado simple, pondríamos la letra e y d y se convirtiera en attended. Aquí hay unos ejemplos. Attend sería attended. Listen sería listened. Visit sería visited. Call sería called. Assure sería assured. Accuse sería accused. Now we are going to read. You can follow along on page 58. Curtis Smith came from a low-income family of 9. At the age of 16, he was the second oldest child in the family. He came from the wrong side of the tracks, as the saying goes. The house where he lived was overcrowded but clean. The children helped with the housekeeping. Now Curtis was in trouble. Mr. and Mrs. Smith called on Mr. Campbell to seek counsel. Curtis was a friend of Mike Campbell. He attended Mike's high school when the busing was ordered. The authorities intended to offer equal education opportunities to children of lower income households. This brought Mike and Curtis together. Both were on the varsity football team. They became friends quickly. Mr. Campbell listened attentively. He made many notes which he intended to use in the court. He assured Mr. and Mrs. Smith that he was going to do all he could for Curtis. "Don't you worry. It isn't as bad as it seems." "The police were kind," Miss Smith said. "They allowed Curtis to call me." "That wasn't kindness, Mrs. Smith. The one phone call was his constitutional right," Mr. Campbell assured her. Now that we have read this story, we are going to do some writing. You can answer the following questions. Why did the authorities order busing? Why did the authorities order busing? If you remember the second slide, it said they ordered busing so that everyone could get an equal education. Why did Mrs. Smith seek counseling? Why did Mrs. Smith seek counseling? She did it to help her son, Curtis. She did it to help her son, Curtis. Who was the lawyer? Who was the lawyer? Mr. Campbell was the lawyer. Mr. Campbell was the lawyer. Now for your homework this week, you can finish the whole story on page 59. And then you can answer the questions on page 60 on a separate piece of paper. And that is all for today's video. Great job, and we'll see you next time. And you can leave any questions or concerns in the comments below.